right, we have an absolute El Clasico. We could probably look back to the first time that Wizard and STOMPN are going to be playing each other for the very first time. Both very impressive seasons as rookies. The most two impressive rookies that I have seen play, both in the EML League. STOMPN, obviously, I think has been a little bit more impressive. He's on a better team, and I think it's a lot harder to put up stats on a good team, and he's having a fantastic season on G2, playing the Sentry Turret role, making G2 very, very consistent. But Wizard, kind of the equivalent, also very, very good from console. Also had a fantastic Challenger League season, his first season on Fnatic as well. We finally, July 7th, we marked our calendars, and here we are. We get to see them against each other for the very first time. And again, this could be a matchup that we see often. We are going to see them on Cafe, and I don't think G2 has played Cafe this season, so this is going to be also a fun map to watch these guys. Used to be pretty good on Cafe as well. And G2 is going to be on defense, taking out Monte and Ram. I like the Ram ban. I do actually like the Ram ban on this map. Usually you'll see it combined with like a Buck Ram or something like that, make a team have to sledge. But Monty Ram, Monty's going to stop kind of the full clears from Fnatic. And we are going to see a middle floor site. Both operators here would be very, very good to bring. We are going to get rid of Castle Zombie, and I fully expect and see G2 is going to play more of a layered style on this bomb site. We see the Valk pulse. They're going to not really contest top floor, probably fall down, play more mid floor, try to get into the basement. So this is where we're going to see Sarks actually go into a lower lurk. This is actually starting to become meta because you could tell from G2's defending lineup that they want to fall. They want to fall and play late round here. So why not? You don't need all 5 players to take top floor. Why not have a lurk and get inside the lower, into the basement and wait for these players to fall down? So I really like this idea out of Fnatic. Only problem is the IQ is the one that playing the lurk. And we do have to be careful of Valkans. 3 C4s as we're taking top floor. Probably could have picked a better operator sit down here. Alabama, the only player up top, does go down, but STOMPN with the trade on white stairs probably killed one of the players sitting on a cut. Interesting to see the IQ rotate off here. I feel like now is the time when they're going to rotate downstairs. So this is kind of how G2 used STOMPN. This is what he's very, very good at. Playing a pump and playing a position that he can just lock down. Just playing the bottom white stair position. Now that we got top floor, Fnatic have a decision to make. You either go reading side and go for a default plant, or we got to try to look for the train player. We are going to see just default wise. Clear in the vision, able to just go for a default plant. Wizard just knows. Wizard just knows he's in gunner spot. No C4s. One more smoke on Laura for the default plant though. Yeah, this is a really good default here. Did hit the smoke. Oh, STOMPN might have the game-winning position here. STOMPN! Game-winning position. Wow. The king. I don't know where the top down was. Oh, that's what we wanted, though. That's what we fucking wanted to see. But yeah, interesting to take top floor. We didn't, like, they took full top, and they didn't have a vert op. We saw Ram get banned out, but we didn't replace it with anything. STOMPN's able to just play in sight like that. All right, we're going to lower. This also goes into G2's bans, I think, really well here. Most teams will bring a Ram for this bomb site specifically. And now we're going to see Buck and Sledge. And whereas G2's playing a lot of vision here with an Echo and Valk. STOMPN on the Valkyrie. Will we see another STOMPN C4? Ram banned out. Should still be able to do the top down that we need. This is good early pressure, because you know no one on G2's upstairs. Everyone's on the first floor. This is just a full-on bunker. Laura is not afraid, though, to poke up white stairs. I really want to see how we're going to see the roar on this. I think what I've seen is usually the roar will drop, block off the whiskey double, also block off the sight double. But yeah, the Echo on board, it could be big problems for this attack. I actually really like Fnatic's lineup with the roar, with the sense. We see Smoke playing Bakery, so right now they don't like. The whiskey player is Echo, so he probably could plant Sinks, but he does have impacts on the sense, so they need to deny that. This should just be a freezer plant, though. I don't think we need to go VIP for kills. Impacting the sense wall? Okay. I don't know. Sure, he impacted the sense, but like he still has one more now. So he's gonna... Ooh. Just bait. You get another Roar Gate. Get another Aurora. Okay. Wait. Oh my god, wait a second. G2 has the perfect operators in these positions, having the impacts in VIP. Okay, here we go. Okay. Come on, Wizard. You gotta know he's swinging that. They could have just took their time and
the doors are closing because
played the little mini game. I think they rushed going for the freezer plant.
So 4 versus 3, it's not entirely lost, but as they go
kind of chalked at this point.
It's just another easy pickup. There's at least a trade out finally, but Moira got 3 for the trouble. 7 seconds. The panic.
Still an Echo drone.
And at this point, Alamau on the Echo can just probably round.
Huge fucking round from Laura there.
Who will get the kill first? Alamau hops it.
Huge fucking round. These late rounds are looking so good for G2. Fnatic kind of rushed that execute. I like the idea with the Fnatic, or with that, with the sense ball, or sorry, with the Roar Gate, but like at the same time it's Goyo, and you know he has impacts. It's not Warden. You should have smokes on Aurora. Like you can just smoke them off. You don't need a Roar. Like you don't need to use the door. You could just use a smoke. Drop for free at that point. All right, we see Sark's down here with the IQ again.
Finds the end of STOMPN up top. That might be a bit of a read. Nope, Sarks gets dropped. That's the IQ.
We're on the mining site. See, if I'm seeing this is more of a top floor hold a little bit. Like we have Alamo up here as a Rooney. A lot of people play a Rooney to almost die in cocktail side. We see him playing in that C3 position. Just waiting for this gate to get cleared so Doke can get an absolute freebie. All right, another late round. Another late round for G2. Like they're also down in a 3v4. We're going to see Vert getting made again. Ram banned out. So we have top floor and they're not electing to bring Sledge or Buck. We're just using breach charges here. Laura's going to get one from above. This ban has been very, very good for G2. I don't think Fnatic are replacing it with the correct ops. You know they're going to be giving you Vert in this situation. You see the bans, you see the operators, you know you're going to get top floor control.
Pulls back. Does he know about the second
Did he trade?
Player? No, but
he traded. Yeah, wow.
Deepak
that is insane that he traded. Doki, there was 7 seconds left. Just don't expose to that angle, and it's a dub. Still might be a dub, though. Laura's last alive. Oh, Fnatic is so good. A minute and a half, like from 3 minutes to a minute and a half. Fnatic is winning these rounds. Their end rounds are awful, though. And that's what you would expect from a newer team. I don't know who their IGL is, but again, that's what I would expect. Like the finishing rounds is where having a really good IGL and an experienced team comes into play. Like that's what separates good teams from not good. And that's exactly where Fnatic are struggling right now. We're not bringing the right ops. These bans are absolutely bucking us. Just gonna say it. And our end rounds are just atrocious. Way too many clutches, way too many cracks, gaps. Is this the Wizard versus STOMPN thumbnail video? 100%. 100%. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't worry, Wizard's about to come back. I got a feeling. Like this timeout could be huge. I'm gonna be optimistic here. This timeout could be huge. Fnatic, again, they are winning in these rounds. Like if you had like a slider scale, like that balance scale, they are winning, and then they just start. It just starts slowly up, and then they throw. All right, going for a spawn pick. We should have a bottom brown cam, right? Every single Pro League team has a cam bottom brown. I guess not. Okay. Like that spawn pick should just not happen in Pro League. You see Doki roaming as Mira. Why not? Why not be down here? Mira.
The Brad Pitt baseball game film.
Okay. Blast was able to hide behind the cigar desk. Are we droning him? Just good pressure right there to shoot the gridlock flanks. But yeah, they're kind of stuck. They're just in cigar. They have Deepak one nade. It's gone. Now we have no way to. We're just walking. Come on.
Spraying on through, trying to get the catch. Still on this position, just being overwhelmed.
Laz with the pressure on the flank. I mean, this is good for G2, right? Surely.
Oh dear. Yeah, had to get all
surely he doesn't go down to a gridlock track. All right, 2v4. Can Fnatic close this out? Deepak goes down. All right, Doki, 1v3, right?
On the back of a mirror
Okay.
window, so they knew where he was because they
Let's
could
go,
see
Fnatic.
through.
All right, here we go. We're cooking now.
Fnatic,
We're just kind of, it was kind of weird take though. Like we're just
on the top
stacked
floor.
up in Cigar, just hoping to win trades. Not a bad idea to go top floor, but let's go back to somewhere where Fnatic have been struggling. Let's go to one of those mid floor sites. See if they called a timeout to address them. Doki knows if he fried that guy, that is super winnable. He knows exactly where the other one is. Would have been another good Doki clutch. All right, back to lower. We see a little bit of a switch here. Stomping on tube. Alamo off the Echo, bringing the Aruni. Probably expecting a bakery hit this time. And looking at Fnatic's lineup, this could be with the Glass Capitao. Or it could just be a different variation. Instead of the Sense Rora, now we're going to see Wizard play bottom white stairs. That's probably what we'll see more likely. We'll probably see him play bottom white with the Glass. As you know, Laura's playing Goyo and VIP. I think this could be a good switch up. We're going to see STOMPN just use his tubes probably on the hatch as well. Just waste a little bit more time. Potential to get a C4 pick. All right, classic top-down take again. I think Fnatic is going to try to end the exact same way, just different operators, right? No Sense, no Rora. Instead, Capitao. You can fire a Whiskey double from above. Don't let him run through that double door. Also fire the other one as well. Go for a plant. Wizard holds bottom white with Glass. I kind of like this. Where's Doki? Doki's in small bake too, so no Warden to help. Wizard should be able to pressure Laura enough off this angle. The problem is, Vlaz is smoking bakery, and if he has an angle to plant here. Alright, here we go. We need to see the Glass. Where's our smokes? We're ready to go. Here we go. We're going to use this for the Glass. I like it.
Will go through. There will be a bit of a drop underneath, and it's the second he looked away, but he doesn't
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Now with 26
there had to be a gap in the smoke there. They're just like,
they get at least the vertical under their control, and Jags picks apart
fired.
3 versus 3.
Whiskey can't go through Whiskey double. STOMPN could technically sprint through it. He's looking like he might. Dapek knew though. Not putting the case down right away. I like it. Laura flanking the back. That's all they needed. Just hold the hatch drop now. Oh my god, these late rounds from G2. So much pressure. Misplay on the smoke from Capitao is what absolutely kind of chalked him. Somehow Alamo was able to have an angle. Bottom brown onto Wizard Glass. That shouldn't happen. I really do like the idea on that one though. I like the switch up. I like the idea. The Roar Gate obviously not working. I like the Glass there. You should theoretically, like, what can Goyo do? Oh, we're just not practicing our smokes, I guess. Oh, we see G2 actually kind of switched it up. Valk ban, right? Fnatic banned Valk at the turn. So now this is more of a hard hold top floor instead of a, they're going to layer off. Seeing Nira, Rooney, Stompin's back up top with the Frost. Lots of traps. Wizard good initial kill on Doki. Still 3 players on the top floor. How are we going to go about this? Also, we still didn't bring a top down up. Just Nomad breaches, Habana breaches.
Good night.
See ya.
It don't matter if G2 gives you picks, though. At this point, hard pause, Fnatic. G2 are going to get aggressive here.
To be fair to them,
they gotta get crazy. But also, again, G2 not being able to play that style that was actually destroying Fnatic, that late round bout. And holding on to top floor Cafe, I think is one of the hardest things to do on defense. And that was even with Azami Castle up, back when you only had 1 ban. I still think it was pretty tough to hold on to top floor against teams that know how to take top. STOMPN 1v5. STOMPN 1v5, please. Oh, you gotta run a shield. You gotta run a shield against the king.
But
unlucky.
That was shot from
unlucky. All right, Monty again. It's a good ban. It's a good ban. Monty's. This is one of Monty's stronger maps. Doing Whitehall pushes. Very, very easy to clear top down with a Monty. What do we got? Reading as well. And this is with these 2 walls being reinforced, looking like what I would call a stacks hold. VP still runs a lot of these, where you just kind of play her to waste time. You don't have a zombie up, so you can't really play an aggressive piano setup. So you just waste time. We see Valk cams in there. Sark's throwing Valk cams. This actually looks pretty dead on to the VP's reading setup, actually. Wait a second. This looks almost
That's maybe my only
identical.
worry I have because, look,
Jaeger?
Doki's on a nuke, for example.
Oh my
You've
god,
got the
I think this
Doki
is
beam
it.
as well.
I think it's the exact version. I gotta see where the BP was at. I think I just missed it. If it's directly left of the reading door, is that where the BP is? Either way, we're gonna find out. We're gonna waste time Pixel, we're gonna waste time Piano, we're gonna fall back to stacks. It's also really good against cryo takes, which is like getting on the south white window and swinging in, because you have smoke. You also have C4s, C4 windows. Wizard just gonna be here to shoot a cam. No way he's gonna stay in this spot. Boom, cam, and he's out. Audi. What is that smoke? We're pulling pressure for something. Wasting NES. Okay. Here comes the fire stacks. Now they can swing for free, and we do see him do that. Can't swing out. Good fire. Now we're just playing crossfires. We know a guy's in cocktail, but there's another one by the laundry hatch.
Just cannot connect the...
Stomping on Ash. Love to see it. Takes down Groovy.
Takes him out. Still one more player though.
Now a little bit easier to get.
Open. Oh, we'll take down Alamau. Maybe
Wow.
looking for
Love the
more, but no
patience on
chance to push
Stomping there to
him
not
away.
force the kill. Waited for window to
So
pull
far,
pressure.
so there's gonna be
All right,
that top
3v3,
floor for
top
Fnatic,
floor.
but they have been able to
Same
get 2
problem
kills
though.
in return.
It's just ass
And also
breaches.
waste 2 minutes.
Only
Don't
one
control that
smoke
top
from
floor.
Dapek though. They might have to go for a flank, and if they know he's in cave, do they know?
Their way upstairs, even on a site like this, to cause some problems. They just haven't.
They don't know. They don't know, unfortunately. That is a really good pick. This is going to just waste time if Stomping goes for him. He's just got to go for this cave guy. Knows he's alone. Yeah, wouldn't have been a bad idea to flip train, honestly. If you're expecting them to already be like bottom brown and like cave and like already pressuring the reading door, not a bad idea to like if the hatch is open, just take mining train from them and just go for a dining plant. That is like one of my favorite ways to end on that site, but it's not always open. It's usually only if the defense is like heavy pressing that side. And this is kind of the Fnatic that we saw. When they were impressive versus VP, this is what we saw. Early pressure, being able to get opening picks. They seem to be pretty dang good at getting opening picks. And then they fall back into these bunkers. And they play crossfires really well. Again, from my POV video of watching them, like they actually are very smart at the end of these rounds. Constantly yellow pinging, which I'm assuming is only them just setting up crossfires. See Jeg shoot out around the hatch. First time I saw that was actually this weekend. We saw Furia shoot out around the hatch with the cage shotgun. Just preventing in case they were to bring Ace, which Doki has. He can't ace trick the hatch now because the floor shot out. Also, they're able to just like shoot anything off. So again, if we got the intel, if you see this defender lineup, this is screaming. They are not playing top floor heavy, and we only see one player up there, which is Wizard. Over G2, looks like they're going to go for something fast. This is just a side execute into a very heavy bunker, though. We see tons of Meister bubbles. This might be a problem for G2. Doesn't really matter. They're fragging their way out of the problem. How are we able to plant here? There's Meister bubbles. Hello? He missed his C4. Okay, yep. Literally, G2 just fragged their way out of this problem.
Does get one out of it and gets himself close, but
all right, leaning into the Maestro more.
Feels like an analyst conversation.
Just slapping down Maestro bubble, so I'm assuming he was probably hiding Maestro there. Don't see a Bravo or anything, but we do have a dope, which could be a good counter. Is Wizard? No. Here's the thing about Wizard. I'm gonna jinx him here. He's not someone that will generally just peek something though. He very similar to Stompin. He plays extremely safe. He doesn't like to play that aggressive for once. And it pays off there. Didn't peek Laura. This is kind of how he holds it. He holds those passive angles where he's not peeking, not trying to die. Especially this early.
Yeah, again, similar to Fnatic.
Wow, that's really good cam. Oh, they're gonna just, what are they gonna do to this guy? We're paying him, but what are we gonna do? We got fires, but we didn't get bubbles. That's okay, we have 2 Doke calls from Blaz. So Doke, it's gonna be huge here. Nice nade onto, there's your Maestro anyway. Was that the coat player? So they had him trapped and they went for the nade? Or Sark's the co-player. It looks like Sark's. Never mind. Don't know where Dapek was. I guess there's a Meister bubble up, but there's a Doke call going out. Meister bubble's not going to do anything. Bomb's going to be down here. Missed the C4 over Whiskey Bark. You can C4 that spot, but he looks like he missed. C4 went down in front of the bomb. That was like really good extra from G2. Again, using the Dokkaebi Don't call. Maestro couldn't do anything, or Maestro Bubbles couldn't do anything. Couldn't call the execute. Fuse Shield to walk in. All holding the right positions. Not dying to the guy in VIP. Take notes, Fnatic. Also, the Fuse Shield makes it pretty hard to die to that guy. How comfortable with each other do you think G2 is right now with the addition of STOMPN? I think they're pretty comfortable. I think already they've looked more consistent than I've seen G2 play in many, many months. I think the roles actually look very good with STOMPN on the team. Is this back to reading? Okay, this was their best bomb site. The only one that they've been winning. Last time, went for a top floor take. Kind of a cryo take. Blaz on the Capital. Fired stacks. He was able to swing in, right? Use that as an entry. Looking very similar here. STOMPN not on Ash. Instead, he's going Twitch. We know they're running the exact same. Oh my god, even Groovy's playing in the exact same spot. I was going to say, whenever G2 already sees a setup, they go extremely fast. And this is very good from Laura here. This guy's on Ace with the bomb. Still putting in so much work. They know Groovy's going to be stuck here. They've already seen this. Yeah, it's not going to pay off for him again. Good C4 from Sarks, though. G2 has a top floor. They have ace breaches. Alamau does have a shotgun as well. But they need to avoid these C4s. Hitting the air jab just for pressure. Not even going to flank. You know they're all going to be like around the bottom white position. That's where every team usually sits. Big mistake from Wizard there, sitting under a hole. Come on. Laundry plant, here we go. We just need to hold the pillar door. We have vision.
Oh, the C4 doesn't connect.
Yep, that's a great fucking hold from STOMPN there. You just gotta hold the wrap. Beautiful execute. Beautiful execute from G2. That's exactly the ending. Whenever you drop Laundry, you set a player outside hell door to hold the wrap. Because you just did the reading plant the last time too, the default plant the last time, they're expecting it. They had the play set, come up brown, flank. That was a good little mix-up from G2. And they showed that they're still, like G2 has always been pretty good at Cafe.